Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Hussain Qazi here. Hello to all FM students. A very warm welcome to my financial management September 24 first live session. Students, a particular agenda, focus agenda of this session is to discuss about and develop the right exam preparation strategy for the subject FM for September 24 exam session. The key points of the agenda. These are the agenda points. Number one, we will discuss the schedule and total duration for the FM September 24 exam preparation. Number two, how my course execute. In fact, how you will prepare your exam with my course. Number three, kickstart the FM course. What's the right path to kickstart your FM course? Number fourth, very important, how to invest your time for the remaining days, for these 8 weeks, 8 to 10 weeks, for the duration to for the exam preparation, how to invest your time. And finally, your questions. You can ask any of the question either related to these soft issues or any technical issues about the topics you have covered till now. Although it's very initial stage of the subject, but you can ask any of the question. So let's start with the agenda point number one, the schedule and the duration. Students, listen carefully. Today is 23rd June. Your exam schedule for FM September 24, that's the day Friday and the date 6th of September. 6th September Friday. So from now you have almost 10 weeks. You have almost 10 weeks because 11th month you will enter with the 11th week. Actually the 11th week will be the exam week. So you will count from now the total 10 weeks. So very particular how to allocate these 10 weeks. The rule is 80-20. 8 weeks you need to cover the syllabus with your practice coverage of syllabus and the practice of the question with section A, B, C, all types. That's about 8 weeks. And the last 2 weeks, it's all about revision and mocks. So prepare your mindset from now, 80-20. From now, you have to cover your syllabus. You have to practice the questions with entire area, section A, B, C. That's 8 weeks. And your revision and mocks, that's about the 2 weeks. By the way, this session, it's not about any orientation. The orientation session that's already I've covered. The first of the orientation session that's already covered, available on the YouTube as well. So about the subject, what subject inside, what are the details of the subject, what the exam structure, what the right strategy to cover the syllabus, that's already covered. I will share the link once again with this sheet, with this session, don't worry. So number one, the exam schedule. The exam schedule, the first thing. Number two, the second agenda point, course structure. The course structure. Don't worry. After some minutes, I will share the link here. Don't worry. Course structure. What's the course structure? There, if you really wanted to get success of this exam, you have to follow these 3 points. Number one, financial management concept building. Concept building that means coverage of the course according to the roadmap or according to the sequence of the lectures available on the portal. The sequence of the lectures available on the portal or the sequence of the lecture available through the roadmap includes the discussion of the topic, includes the practice questions, all these things. Number two, later on, immediate after the June 24 result, that's mid of July, I will share financial management question practice course. That's I will give you the access of my question practice course. Question practice course is exclusive the practicing of the recent exam questions. But this is not the right time. So number one, cover the concept building. Number two, question practice course. Number three, assignments and mocks. You have to submit the assignments, whatever I will provide to you on the WhatsApp. Submit to me. And three mocks. Three mocks. What are the mocks, sir? One by one. Now, I'm going to explain one by one all these things. Listen carefully. Your subject success is based on these things, one by one. The first thing is concept building. If you people have registered with me with my English course, English language course, so you have to follow this roadmap. You have to follow this roadmap. Strictly follow the roadmap. For example, topic number one, investment appraisal, you have to cover by 29th of June. Then business finance, part one, first part, cost of capital by 8th July. Then business valuation, 14th July. And after 14th July, definitely you will get your result of about the June 24 exam. And immediate after that, I will conduct a mid-mock. And after that, you have to follow the section 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 according. If you registered with me with my financial management Urdu language course, so follow the sequence of portal lectures. The portal lectures available, it's a very structured roadmap based. It's not the target dates, but you have to cover it. I strongly suggest you have to cover till the business valuation before 15th of July. So number one, this is concept building. Number two, plus student, do remember, listen carefully, all of the ACCA exams, including financial management, if you really wanted to get success, two variables are very important. Number one, concept building. Number two, exam techniques. If students have covered entire syllabus but not able to cover the smart techniques, student will not able to pass exam. And vice versa. You are good with respect to the exam technique only, but haven't covered entire syllabus, still not able to pass your exam. So concept building is important, but parallel the exam techniques. Immediate after the result of June 24 exam, I will expect that you people have covered the syllabus according to the roadmap till the business valuation. Then I will add a course that's called question practice course. That is the question practice. Actually, that course is about question practice, where the question practice provide you the guidance about the exam techniques. Especially the student struggle with the theoretical part of the financial management. Theoretical part of the financial management. With my orientation session, I have very particularly mentioned that you will face 50% exam of your theory. 50% calculation. Fif- with entirety, huh? That means collective. Section A, B, C combine. If some students face the exam of the FM, so collectively with section A, B, and C, 50% it's about theory, 50% calculation. That's important. So my exam techniques, my I will give you the guidance about drafting techniques. Drafting techniques that's related to section C. Because section C, two CRQ questions of 40 marks, 20, 40 marks. Almost 50% you will face, almost 50% you will face the theory. So drafting techniques, section C. Time management. Time management. I will provide you the guidance how to manage the time. Number three, I will provide you the guidance how to manage the marks, especially for section C type questions. For example, for 4 marks, how much you need to write? Same things if examiner asks for 7 marks, how much you need to write? Your answer must be relevant. Relevant means according to the examiner expectation. That's the point. So, number one, you have to cover concept building. Number two, you will have to cover the exam techniques. And number three, plus, this is plus. If you wanted to get success, all three components are the ingredients, are the variable to get success. Number three is assignment and mocks. Follow the WhatsApp. Follow the WhatsApp. I will provide the topical assignment and I will connect with my academic leader. With my academic leader, where you have, and the academic leader regularly ask you about the submit, you have to submit it. My team, me and the academic leader, collectively, the team provide the feedback about the topical assignments. At least 8 to 10 assignments I will provide to you, or the academic leader will provide to you. You have to attempt and submit. That's important. Number two, 3 mocks, 0% tolerance level for the mocks. 0% tolerance level. You have to participate. Even you don't even think that I will not attempt the mocks. The first mid mock, that's I will conduct by 20th of July. That's mock 1 mid mock. That's mock 2. What is the name of the mock 2? What is the name of the mock 2? What is the name of mock 2? Can you please reply me? What is the name of mock 2? What is this name? Can anyone reply? What is the name of this mock 2? Mock 2, what is the name of this mock 2? Yes, the name is copycat mock. The mock 2 name is copycat mock. I will conduct the mock 2. The date you have to look 10th of August. Mock 3, ACCA will publish the mock for September 24 exam. That's pre-September mock. That is about mid of August. So we will make an activity of mock 3 for ACCA September 24 pre-mock by the date 24th of August. So you have to lock these dates for the mocks. So course structure is based on 3 things: concept building, question practice course, and assignments and mocks. Can you please apply me? Is this clear till now? Can you please Can you please reply me? Is my voice clear? Okay, can you please reply me the name of the mock 2? The name of the mock 2? If you are hearing my voice, can you please reply me the name of the mock 2? Copycat mock. Yes, that's good. Okay, number 3, third agenda point. Kickstart your FM course. Sir, if I haven't started the course, from where I should start the course? Number 1, the very important thing. You have to start your FM course with this video. What inside the course? What inside the course? This is what about the orientation video, or a detail about the subject, what inside the subject, what the strategy you need to follow, what the exam structure, all these things. So you have to kickstart your FM course with this link. That's first thing. Number 2, I strongly suggest at least for this at least for this session, you have to subscribe my YouTube channel, because I will regularly update some videos over the YouTube. So you have to subscribe my YouTube channel, and also need to subscribe my WhatsApp channel. I will regularly make updates on the WhatsApp channel. That's important. That's important. So you need to kickstart your FM course with this particular video. Okay. Okay. Next point. Next point. A very important point I wanted to cover here. A very important point. Sir, can you please guide us? The FM exam theoretical and calculation structure, how to cover the theoretical aspect. It's very important to notice that FM exam, it's about 50% theory and 50% calculation. Sir, what's the strategy to cover the theoretical aspect? Very important. The discussion point, FM theory strategy, the strategy to cover FM theoretical areas. Do you really wanted to know that? What should be the strategy for the financial management theoretical areas? Yes or no? Do reply me. And if you really wanted to know whatever I will advise you, will you obey that advice? Yes or no? If I suggest you some strategy, then after that, will you obey that strategy? If you obey that strategy, may Allah willing, you will pass your exam. I cannot guarantee you, because no human being have a capability or the potential to provide guarantee. But I can assure you, based on my 15 or 18 years experience, based on this strategy, you will smoothly pass your exam. Sir, what should be the strategy? Listen carefully, one by one. 4 steps you need to follow. Number 1, if you people are the registered students, you know very well, you have already the 100% topical notes of my subjects, of my FN subject. There are 6 syllabus areas: investment appraisal, business finance includes cost of capital, business finance includes equity and debt dynamics, working capital, business valuation, risk management, and financial management function environment. Number one, you have to read my notes. Number one, the strategy should be number one. For example, if you start your subject from investment appraisal, so watch the videos of investment appraisal. Whatever the question I'm working on it, you have to practice these questions. If I advise some practice, do practice. Practice with calculation, practice with theory. Once complete, once complete the topic of investment appraisal, what you should do, number one, read my course notes. Number one. Number two, you need to read the Kaplan text. You need to read Kaplan text. How you read the Kaplan text, I will guide you, don't worry. Number three, drafting practice of the section C type questions. Number four, practice of section A, section B type question, that's theoretical. So one by one, sir, how to obey that? I have already discussed my course notes available. You need to read the course notes. Sir, what about the Kaplan text? Yes, listen carefully. Number one, about Kaplan text. About Kaplan text. Number one, I must say the total Kaplan text, based on two parts. For example, 5 chapters of investment appraisal. The 5 chapter of investment appraisal is 60% calculation. It's about 60% calculation. And Kaplan explain how to calculate, or having some exercises. Ignore the calculation part. Ignore. But remaining 40%, you have to read it. Read my course notes, read the Kaplan text matters. Kaplan text matters. Sir, what should be the sequence? Students, what should be the sequence? This should be the sequence to cover Kaplan chapters. This should be the sequence of the Kaplan chapters. For example, number one, you have to cover the investment appraisal chapter 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But only theoretical area. Only theoretical area. For business finance, you need to read 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Only theoretical area. For working capital, only you need chapter 7, 8, 9, 10. For business valuation, only chapter 20. Risk management, chapter 13, 14. For financial management function environment, chapter 1, 11, 12. Only theoretical content. That's a point. Okay. Reading of notes, reading of Kaplan text. That's an important point. Sir, if we are reading the Kaplan text, the Kaplan or BBB text is still relevant, because ACCA has announced that we will not endorse the Kaplan and BB. But ACCA Study Hub material also available. It's your choice. I must say here, Study Hub is a good material, no doubt about it. But still the Kaplan is relevant. Huh? It's a authentic study pack, even the BBB aspect. So if you are comfortable with the Study Hub, read the Study Hub with the same strategy. For example, take out the investment appraisal content, read only the theoretical part. Only the theoretical part. Another important point. Whenever you read the material of the text, either the Study Hub, either Kaplan, either BBB, don't invest too much time. Don't invest too much time. Just go through the book and just Go through the book in a manner that nothing, it's in, just go through the book in a manner to check that am I become able to know everything. It's not about anything deep learning. It's just about to read the thing that I have covered the videos, I have covered the notes. Now, if I'm reading the book, it's still I have covered all the thing or I've missed something just to check the things. Don't invest too much time because any gray area of the theoretical matters that will cover with step number 3 and 4, that will cover with step number 3 and 4 means once you practice with the section 3c type question, practice, once you practice with the section a b type question, your ability, it's become fine tuned, your ability become much better. So it's a point of trial and error. But do remember, you cannot skip the reading of the material. Do remember the strategy for the strategy of point number 1 and 2, it's to get knowledge. But the strategy for third and fourth, it's your own practice. So knowledge gaining and practice collectively, combinedly develop the ability to meet the examiner requirement and you will smoothly able to pass exam. Both things are important. Reading, but not invest too much time. And drafting practice. Section A, B type questions. Automatically you will be able to meet the expectation of the examiner. What normally students do mistake, they skip point number 1 and point number 2 and directly practice the questions. That's the student face too much difficulty and even not able to develop confidence to meet the examiner requirement. And this is the main reason for the failure because of the theoretical aspect. Students, can you please apply me? Is this clear to all of you? Is this worthful for you? What's the right strategy to handle the theoretical matter? Okay, further, the next agenda point and a very critical agenda point. Sir, okay, we have the 8 weeks to cover the syllabus content and the last 2 weeks for mocks and all these things. Umar, you said that we will give it a try as this is my first attempt. May Allah willing, inshallah, this will be your last attempt for F9. Inshallah, you will pass with your first attempt. My pray to all of you students. Now, the point is that, sir, how to invest our time, for this 8 weeks. Now, develop the strategy. Number one, the very important thing, you have to invest your time for these 6 points. And of course, nothing more than that. Yes, one moment. Number one, the first is the coverage of my course by watching the videos. Number two, Some question practice material I will provide you after 15th of July. Number three, reading of the notes. So you need to invest for the time for the reading of notes and definitely the book as well. Reading notes plus text. Sub assignments. Number three, mocks, 3 mocks. Number six, self practice. So I don't think so that other than that you need to invest for any time. Let's allocate the time in a realistic manner. Almost 90 hours you will invest to watch my videos. 90 hours. So you require 90 hours. Huh? For question practice course, it's about 20 hours. For the smart exam technique, for the theoretical matter, for handling section B, section A, all these things. Reading notes and text, that's required 20 hours. 20 hours. For assignment, you need to invest 10 assignments, that means 10 hours. For 3 mocks, that's required, that's 9 hours. That 1 hour more, that's 10 hours. For self practice for more questions, that's required 40 hours. So if we sum up all, that's equal to 190. Okay, let's 30 hours for notes and text. That's 200 hours. What's your input? What's your input? Anything I've missed, or it's total? Anything I've missed it? I don't think so. I think that it's a totality. That's nothing more than the things required for other than this 6 points. Anything I've missed, you can identify. I don't think so that. Okay. So for these 200 hours, you have 8 weeks, right? So 200 divided by 8, that's required 25 hours on a weekly basis. For example, if you are not a full-time student, you can make a strategy like this. For example, 7.5 hours. 7.5 hours for Saturday and Sunday. Multiply by 2. 7.5 into 2. That's 15 hours. 7 hours per day. Multiply by 2. That's, I think so that if Saturday, Sunday, it's your weekend and if you are total free, you can invest 7 hours easily. And other than, so you can invest 15 hours for weekend. And what about the remaining? That's 25 minus 15 divided by, other than weekends, assuming remaining 4 more days. 1 day, that's a leave for you. That's you need to fresh your mind up. So remaining days 4. 4 days weekdays, 2 weekends. 1 day it's for relax. Huh? So that means other than weekday, that's 2.5 hours per day. If you are not a full-time student. If you are a full-time student, so you can make a strategy like this. 25 divided by 6. 6 days a week. That's easily, that's approx 4 hours per day. 4.2 or 4 hours. Maximum 5 hours per day. So what do you say? Is this schedule Is this schedule? What do you say? It's doable? Yes or no? What's your feeling? It's doable or it's something unrealistic? I'm waiting for the reply. This schedule is very reasonable and it's achievable if you follow these instructions, if you follow this schedule. So what you should follow, I have covered above. Sorry, what you should follow, I have covered above. And how you allocate your time, that's a point. It's very realistic with the eight weeks plan. So by end of, for example, by third week of let's say um, 20th of August, if you are able to complete your all course and the practice things. So after that remaining 2 weeks, you will comfortably make the more practice, more assignments, more mocks, and and make a good revision and become able to get the success of the exam. So that's the point. So this is what about the agenda point number 4 and the agenda point number 5 and the last point, that's about your questions. Your questions. You can ask any of the question about the session what I've covered above points or anything else you wanted to know about the financial management. You can ask me. Students, you need to lock the schedule every Sunday 8 p.m. every Sunday 8 p.m. Pakistan time. We will meet with the Zoom meeting. Our regular session held 8 p.m. every Sunday. With this weekly live session, you can ask any technical questions. You can ask any queries. Sometime I will share some questions with you. Make a practice. Sometime only the query session. Sometime drafting techniques. So other than what I've covered above, it's extra support to you. The weekly live session every Sunday, 8 p.m. Pakistan time. The assignments will be available on a weekly basis. Each week I will provide him an assignment. Rida, can you please text me on the WhatsApp about your concern related to the notes? I will provide to you. Don't worry. Now it's time to start your roadmap or start the portal, the lectures available on the portal. and do it, cover the things accordingly. If you ask any queries, if you wanted to ask any query, you can drop message on the WhatsApp group. On the WhatsApp group, you can ask, sorry, you can share your queries on the WhatsApp group. Don't message me personally. Yeah? Text me on the WhatsApp group. I will reply you. If I miss that message, you remind me. And even you can ask me on the weekly live session. Don't worry. If you have Kaplan text, that's of Kaplan text, that's for the June 24 exam session, is still relevant. Don't worry. Umar is still relevant. Don't worry. Okay, students. Thank you very much for this session. Now you can connect me through WhatsApp. Number one. Number two, we will meet next Sunday, 8 p.m. Pakistan time. And meanwhile, you have to cover the targets accordingly. Thank you very much. Take care a lot. Assalamu alaikum. This Excel file will be available. Don't worry about that. I will share on the WhatsApp group. Thank you.